What's up YouTube, Car Boss here, back in another video where I talk about cards, money, investing. Today we're talking about 1990 Marvel Impel, right? It's been quite a while since I had a look back at this set. So was doing my usual routine, looking at listings, stuff to buy, and just came across this particular 1990 Cosmic Spider-Man card number 30 PSA 10 that just ended on eBay, just fresh off the closed listings. They're only like 15 minutes ago at the time of this recording, and this ended at a price at $1,500. Now what actually caught my eye was, whoa, this is pretty expensive, because in my opinion that most of the 1990 PSA 10s have kind of like fallen off from its highs back in January, February 2021, when things were going as really crazy prices, $800 and $900, even thousands of dollars for those PSA 10s. So of course, lots and lots of people submitted their 1990 Impel cards, and slowly are trickling back from PSA, and that has increased the population count really significantly and pushed down prices. And even I have a number of these 1990 Impels that came back from PSA, mainly PSA 9s, a couple of PSA 10s here and there, but just getting prices at around maybe about $100 to $200 on these PSA 10s. So to see this Spider-Man, Cosmic Spider-Man, to end at $1,500 was pretty surprising, which warrants some research. And looking back at some of the completed listings recently for this particular Spider-Man, it's close around $1,300 to about $1,500 as well. So this price here, $1,500, is not a surprise to, I would say, general market, but it is a surprise to me, right? So when you look at this particular card, the pop count on this particular Spider-Man is at, let's go, here we go, 35, at a PSA 10. But 35 is not like a huge number, but it's actually relatively small compared to perhaps the hundreds of thousands of cards like this Cosmic Spider-Man that's available in the market. So PSA 10s are pretty hard to come by, and therefore we can tell that why there's a premium being paid at $1,500 for these PSA 10s. When I try to look back at other 1990 PSA 10s, you look at the recent sales. Captain America here, $200. They got Venom here, $280. Another Venom at $300, and then yes, that previous Spider-Man sold for $1,400, and a couple of others as well, right? So they are trending around the hundreds kind of range, 100 to 200, maybe a bit more. Stanley, $300. At one point, Stanley was also a $1,500 card, but for the Spider-Man to hold at $1,400 here, $1,500 here, it's kind of amazing, right? It's an amazing Spider-Man, but it goes to show that this is an iconic card that most people kind of like just put aside. People talk about PMGs and all the other sets, but this 1990 Impel is where things all got started, right? So this Spider-Man in the long term could be a sleeper investment hold, even though it's just a base card, because it's so hard to get on this PSA 10. Now, of course, I don't advocate you guys to try to dig through or go through eBay, like right here. Now I got these listings over here on eBay of all the Cosmic Spider-Mans that's actually available. You could buy raw pieces, right, for under $10, $20, right? So the problem is a lot of these cards, condition are so poor, even they're coming out of the box, right? So centering is horrible. Some of them have edge wear and stuff like that. So even you could buy like this lot here, a lot of 4 for just $20. That's like $5 each, right? Upside for to get $1,500 is so huge, considering that PSA grading has now value at $30 a card. But look at all these, right? The centering is just off cuts for most of them. These are not going to be PSA 10s, and more often than not, I would say 99.5% of the time, you would find most of the Spider-Mans in this condition. I myself have combed through easily 30 or 40 of these Spider-Mans in the last 12 months, and only obtaining maybe 3 or 4 that's worthy of sending to PSA. None of them got a PSA 10. Perhaps I think I got like 1 or 2 PSA 9s, and the others a PSA 8, right? But then again, buying singles from eBay is not the way that you want to go with this 1990 Marvel Impel, because a lot of them were being sieved through, pick up the best conditions and for grading, and maybe in terms of handling as well, because these are super condition sensitive here, the corners and the edges, right? So naturally, the way that you want to go is perhaps go into the sealed box, which is actually still on eBay, a lot of them. So I got here sealed instead of sealed boxes because there are packs that's going for like on average about $20 a pack, and people are still going this way because there is some fear of some sealed boxes being actually rigged and contain not authentic packs, right? So you're paying about like $800 to $1,000 a box these days, but we have seen like the video that Neo did on a box breakout, his 1990 Marvel MU that had contained packs of I believe D&D. So that's gonna be sour. So people are going through loose packs here. There's nothing wrong with loose packs except for the fact that you perhaps lose out the chance of getting holograms, because those will probably be sieved out from the box. So kind of like, you know, pick your poison in a sense, right? But of course, sealed box generally have the better upside, you know, given the holograms. You know, for example, a PSA 9 hologram, if you can get it in good centering and without any of those scratches on the surface, still fetch for a couple $100 each. So with the holograms alone, if you can get good condition, that essentially almost cover the cost of the box and free roll on all the base cards that you see inside there. And hopefully, you know, you pull a couple of these Spider-Mans in good condition. Even though if you don't get Spider-Mans, you get a couple of other really good ones. You know, 3 or 4 of them, you know, send a PSA at $30 or $50 for economy grading, and make back about like $200 profit per card. So if you can get like 4 or 5 of them, that makes up the cost of the box. So that's an angle that you want to reconsider again for 1990 Marvel MU. It's been a while that we actually look at 1990 Marvel MU because number one, the cost of grading was pretty high for the longest time, right? $100 a card was literally unthinkable to send like a $5 card or a $2 card, right, for a $100 grading fee, and not necessarily getting back guaranteed a PSA 10. The gem rates are so difficult on this 1990 MU, and to get a PSA 9 to lose money, that's kind of like not the thing that you want to be doing. But now the grading fees has gone down to $30 a card, is something that you guys can perhaps consider re-exploring. I may consider re-exploring as well, but finding raw inventory, right, for this 1990 Marvel MU would be the main challenge now. Where previously in 2021, everybody was just, you know, unearthing all their Impel cards, putting out to the market, and a lot of them has gone out to the market, a lot of them has gone for grading, a lot of them has come back to the market and we try to resell again. So I would say that if you try to buy loose singles, a lot of them would have been kind of like filtered through. So sealed products would be kind of like the way to go, whether it's a sealed box or sealed packs. You know, I would be tempted to give a go on these sealed packs on average of $20 a pack. Right? It sounds crazy, right? But that's perhaps the safest way to go if you don't want to run into potential troubles with, you know, a rigged sealed box. But definitely, you know, it's one avenue for investing at this moment that you can consider, given that you do the numbers right. And for those who are actually just looking at specifically this Spider-Man, $1,500 is big dollar amount, but I can foresee the investment value in this particular Spider-Man. Alright, that's all I have for today. I got a new video on my updates on my Marvel TI PSA submission coming up soon next week. So do check out, like and subscribe, follow this channel, and thanks for watching, guys. Cowboys out.